wants to join, we will start.
Sir, I'm not.
Yeah, tell me.
I'm not able to hear your voice.
Is it okay now?
Yes.
Is it okay now, ma?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Because we're waiting for 5 more minutes. If someone wants to join, let them. Because everybody is busy with their preparation for the part-time, like JLs, this competitive examinations, I think. Because next week going to conduct exam at TSPC, they are very busy to join that, I think. We'll see 5 more minutes, we'll wait, okay? Is it audible? Hello? Is it audible? Aruna and Sirigar, is it audible? Shall we start? Hello, Vani. Is it audible?
Sir.
Okay, we will start. I'm starting regarding like unit number 13 under information and development under the block of information and society, which is very relevant. Previously, we are now it is information. Why it is called as information society? Previously, in the olden days, agrarian and agriculture sector, many people used to work. So that the agrarian society was there. Laterly, due to the infrastructure development and industrial developments taken place in the industries, coming of industries, we used to say that the industrial society. Now it is already IT, almost 3 to 4 decades, introduced in all over the world, 1978 and 1980s. In India, 1990s. We are just 1.5 decade late. With this information, the voluminous information coming and sharing the communication between among the society, maybe like greenhouses are well established and developed right now, and industries also well established and developed. This is right now the society called the information society. After this, next level of the thinking is knowledge society. When we are very far developed our intellectuality, treated as a knowledge society, not under the process right now. So we are crossing the information society needs. How best our infrastructure development with the IT. You can see the aims and objectives of this particular lesson. After the completion of this course, like unit number 13, information development, we are able to see how the defined terms of information and development, and also the role of information in the development, mainly socio-economic development in the field of information industry. How the various aspects information industry going to take in place, and the services rendered by the information coming to the society right now. And we are able to write need the marketing of the services. Now it is already mentioned in the last 3 to 4 classes. How the information products, libraries, those are working on the industry sector as well as the IT sector, how the information package is coming and giving to the users with a predefined manner as per the achievement of the particular organization's goal. As a librarians, where we can, these products, how we can sell it up. Information products mainly treated as like precise reports, or as compact, as per the needs of the users. Mainly in introduction, they mentioned it. Information is the complete manifestation of the knowledge. Knowledge being the key for all human processes. Previously used like information given like the science, later sound, later literature. Now it is all together multitasking. You can see that the GA in it. Now we can adopt all the tasks at the same time. Like you can see the alphabet reader used to read sound, how it can be shared that information by reading the page indirectly. Like those are already involved in the development of particular book. That example as a reading book. Now we can see that instead of just look at it, that you can listen to the book also. Now the technology passing. And also scope and terms, we can see that the different scope of this particular term. Economic resources, mainly like information society, will exchange of information as per the availability, as per the need, and based on the present infrastructure. In the page number 183 mentioned clearly, information has been already defined in the previous unit, which we discussed in the first class itself. What are the economic resources? Mainly, economic resources are interlinked with the information society, where we are exchanging our information. How best, how fast. You can see that as an example. How the industrial growth was there previously. Like when it is media and communication, through the just radio to the TV. How the news was used to read also. How the world of access to in the just communication radio. It can be like graphical. That is the progress in the media and communication by the introducing the TV with black and white. Later the color. Again with the color, multicolor and also advanced crystal technology. Right now we can see how it is very near to you. Like that, we can see that the far your maps are going to connect with the introducing the digital clarity. So you can see how the development taken place, how fast information given to the people as a user, how it will be also developed in the decision making and also management skills developed. How it fast you can see that the execution of the work. For example, I can say about we used to previously in the construction industry. Now drones are coming. What is the things are going on? Not only the establishing just cameras, we are getting information to the installed camera CCTVs, and also now present now introducing the drone cameras, which is able to see each and every corner what are the things are going on, what is happening, and also same thing. If as a user, there is a customer is a user, we are communicating what is the progress in that with the information of then and then fix, then and then right to need to if they want to access into the particular area to work at the time of the work is going on under the progress, they can also access it without physical access when they can digital access is there. How the development is going on? What are the using? Is there any communication communication gap between the engineer as well as execution of that particular area, technician or as skilled labor? What is the social change? If nowadays we can see that the previously used to give the engage the person for 1 year, within a 1 year, what is happening? Nowadays we can see that what are the changes we need it also into that. So social changes have occurred. Previously used to like construct building, till construction completion, no one able to access into that. After completion, able to sometimes with the pre-formation. Now you can see what are the changes, what the material is using, how quality of the material keeping there. These things are social change, impact of the social change also we can see. At the same time, information we can see. How the information society giving information for their users from the institutions or organization or R&D or any type of the form. What are the social change and also the social development? Nowadays, you can see, as an example, we are not consulting the university. Without that, we can go to the online, whatever sessions are going on, we are accessing. At the same time, submitting sometimes with even feedback also. If there is any need, we can just try and see that how best without consulting directly as a physical mode. So these barriers are minimizing the barriers to the reaching the people, maybe the users, maybe the students, maybe the customer, we can say. How the information economics taken place. Previous class I already mentioned regarding the study material going to come with the electronic form. Now we are using electronic as well as the print form. Next level of the thinking is they want to print the study material. Mainly, there is the information economics. How the information economics, it can be reduce the time. If it is applied for all the sets of material, in a one go, if you just one tick, we can allow to access. Those who registered, students, particular classwork or particular coursework. So these are like barriers, like minimize the barriers and also extending their access to many people, reducing the cost of inquiring us for particular information. It's called as information economics. Precisely, we are giving like wherever required, how best, how fast study material reach to the students immediately of the registration, the schedule of the classroom, or else in advance too. Information social change. You can see that the social and cultural activities change the information technology, how best into the society, and it is reaching each and every corner to the people. Previously, only fashion, design things are used to see how development changes come into the cloth sector. At the same time, information also. You can see the how websites are designed, how the things are happening, what is the like how the content is refreshed each and every day. They will mention that how many days back this content is refreshed, content is developed, content is updated, so that we can reach the people with fresh knowledge or fresh information to the users. Information social change. Previously, the data used to depend upon the data. Later, processed information. Now, package like the packed information into the knowledge too. For this, we are developing as a knowledge centers. Not only the libraries, now developed as a knowledge center, library information center. Later, now open education policies are going on. You can see that the open education resources also. The voluminous of books to the National Digital Library allowed to access to the all the facilities given to the colleges. Those are unable to go to the reach to the college. They can also access because they register as a student. And also, as a social change, how the infrastructure development is coming up, how voluminous information is reaching. Maybe the photographs, maybe the images, maybe the news items or study material. What is the role of information in the education training? Now, this is already National Education Policy introducing digital universities. In that education and training, information is more and more evaluated as per the needs of the particular coursework. Small example I can tell about that environmental science is a subject already is there in the school education. It will not be the same in the higher education system. And next level, within the higher education, again, the research-oriented development is going on. How the rigorous training should be developed and also given the training to the faculty to handle that particular subject. Maybe maybe the environmental science, maybe the law, or maybe the social sciences or any even sciences too, including the medical arts or advancement is taking place. This information role in educational training. So small example I can tell about the updates in the medical surgical sector. Previously, the surgery done by the surgeon with a group of people. Now, assisted by the surgeon with the robotic technology. How it is a training taken place into that particular medical field. If it is not happened immediately, the developmental activities, it will not be reached to the society. Where the information is a key role in this training and also educate the people, maybe the teacher, maybe the surgeon, maybe the legal analyst, or maybe the geographical analyst or GIS analyst. To reach the people as the information becomes a key role in each and every part of the society, even including agriculture sector. Nowadays, we can see that any special diseases or some sudden damage is going to happen today, tomorrow, or in near future. Drone system developed to reach that particular things with the spraying of the fertilizer or spraying of the medicinal thing to the crop. You can see that the agriculture sector developed with the robotic as well as the drone things, training the people how it can be implemented or it can be trained the drone or in agriculture areas, can see the monitor the things what is happening at the field level too, where they cannot travel or they cannot see even the 24/7 monitoring system in general. If anything damaging by the access by the animals as well as the people, controlled by the control station where the training and other facilities are developed for the farmers too. So recently that you can see that the lab to land agriculture area lab, whatever material is under the research in the lab, it should be go to the land too. Then they develop the crops, enhance the yields to meet the needs of the society, particularly soil saving too, not to waste the fertilizer or overutilization of fertilizer to be stopped. It can be monitored by the Department of Agriculture as well as the Forest Department. Economic development and information. You can see the information. There's no doubt about the concept here. To prepare information resources nowadays are playing a key role in each and every area. Any development taken place, first of all, information is to be shared. And also sometimes which is not to be shared. Mainly the small things I can tell about this. One industry is going to come up. It should be publicly information to be given. Recently, we can see the controversy going on regarding the battery sector, lithium battery sector. When it is going to mining of the lithium, their resources, mainly earth, that soil resources will be not allowed to go for the agricultural development. It should stop that particular area to agriculture and convert to the mining sector into the extraction of the minerals. Where the minerals extracted, there the pollution will be high. That pollution, how it will be impacted, taken place internal assessment of the particular impact assessment will take place by the Department of Industry. They'll develop their public speaking, public gathering. They'll ask the information regarding that particular industry to go to come up, or particular mining will take place. What is the things to be attended immediately? Is there any lakes in that? Is there a river connected into that particular area? How the damage taken place in the fauna and also in the agriculture area as well as the soil area, how it will be impacted. You can see that battery sector, it influenced. If any battery sector allowed, they have to check, is it any damage going to be taken place in the particular water table? How it can be avoided? What measures can be taken place? These all things will be only depends upon the information and the data which collected by the basic level process the information and develop the project. Is it meaningful or not? How the damage is going to take place? Is any profitable after damage taken place? Some examples I can tell. One example regarding methyl isocyanate process regarding that Bhopal tragedy. If anything happened like that, we have to take in advance technology to measure the things what's going to happen if wrong things done or wrong if it developed in the wrong hands or greedy about the industry, only collecting of the profits instead of social impact. And information for research and development, I'm going to mention in regarding any damage is going to, it should be processed and also developed as a research project. Sometimes it will be project to be implemented in the society as per the sample, or else same pattern will be developed in the area and also spread into the another areas too. In this, all the information nowadays you can see that information as a political and a policy development as an instrument as a policy. You see the elections going to take place in less time. There the information gives a key role. You can't say depend upon the 1 or 2% changes influenced in a political dilemma. Mainly we can see the key role of about that not announcing the exit poll in advance. Why that taken place? Because this information can impact maybe the election going to conduct or else next level of particular adjacent areas going to happen are going to prove their majority influencing in this particular information too. That's why exit poll previously used to conduct exit poll and announce whenever they want in advance too. But nowadays they are not allowing till completion of the election. Maybe the 5, maybe the 6 based on the particular situation. This information is playing a key role in a political or policy instrument as a main objective of the society, how fast, how best, and how exact it is needed. What are the infrastructure going to develop in near future? This taken the previous is a manifesto is like announced. Now, just not just announcing. The debate is going on, and how can we achieve that particular manifesto? The political era, political lines, or political policy making sector, and as a main is the information influence in the policy as an instrument, as a decision making tool in the political area, political sector too. Mainly information as an aid in planning. How it is influencing aid as a planning sector. Because nowadays some project is going on, how it will be influenced or able to develop a particular area. For example, I can mention as a follower and also mentioning some IT sector developments or else shifting of the pharma companies. How it will be aided in the planning, how it can be mentioned and develop the aids to planning and decision making particular area to reach that particular infrastructure development. And also allow network activity, maybe the information, maybe the information technology or else road connections too. Nowadays you can see the air traveling becoming like accessible very high. These are also well connected to the need of the society. When we reach a particular area, we used to travel 36 hours, reduced to the 8 hours. Based on that particular task, it can be calculated. At the same time, how the information can be accessed, how fast, how best, and also exact information to particular user. And where the information professionals are in this, how the information is becomes the key role in decision making. we can see the decision making is a management sector. How it can be allowed if the particular CEO implemented the things into the particular field level. Already, every time I'm telling about the pyramid structure, how the decision making taken place. With some small reports, these things to be changed and these things to be implemented. So CEOs discuss on the particular project and ask influence to pass that information as a report to implement at the floor level to the supervisory cadre. You can see that the process of decision making in the figure 1, page number 139. What's the problem? How it can be see that internal company information, external company information too. Internal company information to the external company, how it can be shared. Based on the process, how the decision making taking place, facts, personal knowledge, experience, analyzing capacity, and also judgment. It gives us a decision how it can be allowed, taken place. Jackson diagrammatically has shown what is the importance of information in the decision making. Without information or without any feedback, any organization or any desk, I can say, it cannot be processed. The particular need of the user as per the requirement of the fulfillment of the particular organization goal. This is as I mentioned in any ISO certified sector, you can see that the mission of the organization, mission of the statement will be there, particular organization. What are the goals? And also vision. And also how it can be implemented with the particular goals. You can see information nowadays as an industry. How it can be industry taken place as an information society based on the process of information taken place as a cycle. It developed as an industry. Previously, this industry, there was no communication. Like already mentioned about that, it was not so accessible when the radios are existing, TVs are not. How the information processed? With the help of just radios. Later, it can be seen like with the TV. The same developed nowadays information technology based on the industry taken place. How the ICT technology, how the IoTs are going on, how the smart cities and smart libraries are coming up. Even we can see green libraries. What are the green libraries? Mainly the green libraries are mentioning reduce the paper and access to the information with the smart or tabs, we can say. But here we can see the developed countries between the developing countries and also underdeveloped countries too. There is no not developed. Every area will be like developed, underdeveloped, we can say. Previously term is nil development, we can say. We used to say developing or developed. So within the United Nations organization, treaty is there. Information, accessible information. They predefined that information to be accessed. At the same time, Right to Information Act. Previously, like 2005, we come across many years, long years, introduced information, Right to Information Act. Even nowadays, how information accessed with industry developed as a third party, able to access information whenever we require as a digital store. You can see our digital certificates are already storing through the academic sector. Previously, we used to check our memos only in a print form. Nowadays, we are going as a completion of that particular Without your sharing of your particular information as a physical mode or electronic mode, they're able to access to the database of the university where the certification done. This is able to reduce that particular gap between authentication of particular information. So industry developed. We know how the hacking taken place, misinformation, representing, and also disinformation too as a tool. Supposed to develop as information as an industry. You can see information industry map. As per the Anthony, see the figure 2, information industry map. Broadcast a challenge. How drastically developed broadcasting as a challenge. When it was radio, maybe the on fingertips you can say is to tell. Now, the same radio become as FM radio. Many like channels are coming up. At the same time, media, that electronic media too. And also now content services given. It's some pharmacy sector. They are giving online consultation services with the based on content what they are going to give the services. So it becomes as a predefined manner what the content is there. You can see the web content too, even blogs in that. How the communication channels are there. Communication technologies adopted. What are the content packages? Some predefined, like we can see that the website design, web designers are there. When the content is based on the first, second, third levels, you can see the content packages or bloggers are there. It facilitates the services of the information, how it can be accessed to particular content into the particular group or particular area or particular organization. You can see content packages, facilitation of services, how it can facilitate their products, what are the information technologies applied, how they are integrating the technologies. You can see the smart technologies. Smart technology into the building information system. If nowadays smart houses are there, coming up, smart houses. Who are there at a particular house to access to? If old age people are there in that particular area, pharma will be connected and given to the medication. Or analyze the thing, what are the requirements of particular person staying is those unable to access to shop or collect the material. We can see that big basket, even for the houses are getting, and many things are happening like Swiggy. You can see how the services are going to give. Same like how the information given are delivered to particular needy person or a scientist or a user. What are the characteristics of the information industry? Mainly based on the user or user needs, we can find out the characteristics, how it can be developed and also given the information to the particular user or the particular organization. Information companies create their own products. If the company has information, like the special products, their information products, we can say that the research reference group by particular national dairy, maybe the Telugu or many channels, multi-channels sector is there. How they collect the information as a package, delivered the tools to the media and communication channel. With that, if they are leading a particular area, they'll collect based on the product package as a tool given to the or sharing to the communication sector, maybe the media, electronic or print channel. Previous class I already mentioned regarding previously journalists used to type with the only particular media, particular channel. Now freelance journalists, they can go, they can develop the audio, or they can develop the video, or they can develop multi-channel, program, multi-layered program, develop particular or 1 hour, 2 hours based on the need or based on the user needs, they can sell particular information to the media channel or electronic as well as the print media too, by selling their collected information services as a package. Sometimes it will be like hired day-to-day needs, or hired particular subject needs, or hired particular time needs. As per the requirement of the particular channels or information companies. And another one, information companies maintain close end-user relations. How it can be close end-user relations? Because every time you can see that, please subscribe, please subscribe. Why they want to ask to subscribe? Because if there is a new technology is going to come up or new videos are going to come up, it can be shared easily if you once you subscribe particular area. For small example, I can tell previously we used to collect like e-paper easily. But nowadays e-paper is not so easy to access until unless you register particular information, paper, particular electronic paper, maybe any, like, because they are not getting money from the print sector. Simultaneously, they shifted into collect the small amount of the service charges as a user service charges going to come up, or implementing channels as well as e-paper sector to share their information as an electronic basis. You can see that not even advertisements are coming up into the print text paper. They are nowadays depending upon the electronic tool. So they need services when they are incurring amount to collection of the information as the existing of that particular paper or a media or a channel or a blog post. Oh, see that information products are customized. You can see food and beverages. You can see how the people are giving the information videos. At the same time, you can see the education sector and also political analysis is there. How they are analyzing the political scenarios. So these are specialized products as per the information needs about the customer. Is customized too. And another one is we can see in this information companies and media independent. Already mentioned about the media independent. Previously used to stuck with particular journalist or anchor or someone else to speak about that particular range only, or speak about the particular theorem of that particular channels too. Nowadays, independent media is becoming independent. We can see that every day people are sitting for that any small information or small subject, they are calling the people expertise and discuss with this for the analysis of that particular problem or a particular information too. And information products also make as a decision making. If something going to happen or happening there, how it can be corrected. Previously used to tell about the leakage of the government functioning, used to leak, then analyze, then implement based on the feedback and based on the ratio of like you can see that the complementary comments. Now, whichever is going to conduct, analyze then and then what is happening. So information reaching as fast as reaching the, we can see the satellite communication system also developed. You can see how many people are moving towards a particular area. For example, traffic. How we can access to the particular information about that, whether shall we going to take that particular area as access or not. What is going to happen next level if we stuck into that. And also we can see that ambulances, green channel. This channel to be taken place, how fast it can be reached a particular patient, any emergency need to. These all as the information position. We should equip and give the immense knowledge to society, processed manner. How analyzing things can be taken place. The concept of geographic analyst, GS analyst can be accessed with the geographic knowledge as the geographer. Technology terminology with a survey, immediate need can be accessed to particular photograph already established in the CCTV footages. It can be gathered how the dense of the traffic is their particular area. How much time taking place if you are traveling particular area. Previously, you used to travel like as per the kilometers. Now, as per the kilometers, not only the kilometers, as per the dense of the traffic, that we can see the Google, how much time it taken place to take a particular route. Previously, we used to take like how it can be given a communication to adopt that area to travel past particular lane or particular kilometers nearest one. Now, it can be nearest and also see that how dense the traffic is there. This is giving communication. If you purchase that particular product, it gives when we are analyzing from that. If you start from the car, like any information system connected to your mobility, maybe the two-wheeler, maybe the four-wheeler. It can be like you can see like in between like information product we purchased. It can be like how many days you traveled particular area, how many like frequent visit. If you say I want to go to the Gachagoli, please make a like please communicate with the route, how fast, how best. Did analyze that how many times you went, average taken place, average it will be taken as average as analysis, and it shows the best results to you. This is the best one, which we are using, which are regularly your vehicle is using particular area. It can be accessed. At the same time, we can book. See, somebody is coming traveling intercity. We want to book any hotel without wasting time. I am so and so distance. I am reaching so and so time. So, what the requirement as per the need of the particular itinerary, I can say. Are you like based on the timings? It can be served as a food also to be booked, pre-booked for that particular person coming. These are taking place. Processed information as a packages by the companies interact with the needs of the customer and connect to the industry. I am telling about the traveling industry connected to the hospitality, where you are going, how many days you want to. These all predefined packages worked on the model of the theory based on the information services. Companies are adopting, companies are influencing to the adopt the technology into the need of the society. For example, I can say technology-oriented foods developments are going to come up. Small example, we can see that how the cooling system is there at the home, how the preserve our components or preserve our regular need subject mainly in the kitchen to be stored in the fridge. How it can be over stack and fridge. Nowadays, smart fridges are coming up. Why it is smart fridges called as? It's the information about the particular product or particular fridge. What the material is inside? What is the component within that stored particular place? Maybe daily needs, or maybe weekly needs, or ready-made food. It gives the information about the storage to the person based on the number, even ordered to the particular store also. It will be ordered automatically. Small example I can tell about the eggs stored in that particular tray. It's a become empty. That information goes to the customer, like those are staying in that particular house. If they allow to, yes, these things are minimal. These things are not there. Can we order it reminds them, like as a wake-up call, like morning call. How it can be wake up? Because you will see the alarm. If you want to go somewhere like by 7 o'clock, you keep alarm 5:30 or based on the travel time. It gives that alarm. Yes, you are about to wake up or get up to attend these things. Or sometimes medicines also. Same thing, the smart technology adopted in the smart houses too. Small example I already mentioned. The small information about this. At the same time, how we are well equipped with our own information resources as a librarian. We can physical infrastructure with the books you are involved, how it will be implemented to make use of maximum use of it. At the same time, electronic packages, electronic resources, how we are accessed, how our students are accessed, how it can be allowed to access based on the license system which we purchased by the publisher, maybe electronic as well as a physical tool. These also, if we are not using particular areas, we can also share our information resources with other sectors, even including technology as well as biology. Biotechnology taken place. Some technical papers are coming up based on the biotechnology. Research is going on. For example, I can say the CDFA, fingerprinting, IICT, and also NIL. How these people are access to the particular R&D sector areas to develop their access to the information needs, to shorten the technology, shorten the barriers to be less, develop that particular area faster, in a faster manner. These information barriers, maybe the industry segment also can be reduced. The research too. How the content services in the industry segment. How the content is packaged. I already mentioned of the Genome Knowledge Park. What are the things happening there in the information sector? When we are very alert regarding the new things are going to come up in a particular area, particular research sector, particular R&D area. These already mentioning regarding the Genome Valley. There the information based on the research, how it can be marketable. Mainly marketing sector is industry. How the industry will taken place, like the market, their products into the services as a development, a new product, as a new knowledge what we are saying. Drug also, new drug is going to come up. Based on the research. Marketing concept will be are techniques, need of the user, need of the society, analyze the market research, and also where the segment to be delivered our goods or a project or a product. How the market mix will be there. Small example I can tell about the market mix as a term. When late CM like Rashtrakuta Reddy was there, even the free power. The free power indirectly taken place industry as well as agriculture sector. Industry, when free power is there for the industry, influence to develop enormous product whenever the requirement is. At the same time, you can see how the information sector taken place this free power to the agrarian sector. When the agriculture sector free power given, at the same time, plenty of rainfall was there. The growth of the crop was huge. No one imagined, regarding this development of the particular agrarian sector. It's a much enormous crop coming up by the farmers. They rejuvenated regarding with this crop, influenced the people, access to that particular crop. It feeded many people. Due to that particular 2 to 3 years, water table developed. With this water table usage of that particular agriculture growth was there. It's indirectly. This market mix based on the need of the society. In a small example, we can see due to the COVID-19, how drastic development taken place in the industrial sector, how it can be attended the needs. Many people are worked, even defense sector I'm saying, they not minimize the target due to the workmanship not allowed to allowed to not allowed to cut short of the defense needs. We can't cut short needs of the border security force. We can't cut short of the defense if anything happened suddenly. We have to face that particular area. How best? We not to minimize our things which we are unable to. There is no like such a project hold for that particular area where the major needs are there. It influences the people. This is influenced. The many people think about that. What are the market mix? Now we experienced. And also information conversions. Conventions are there. International conventions access to the information. We can see the United Nations, how fast they decided to make use of information sector to minimize the needs. And also attend the fair use, how the nation scenarios are taken place. At the same time, we see the intellectual property rights. How the intellectual property rights, patent system, patent information. Nowadays, we are keeping the patents from each and every units at the college too. What are the patents developed, patents obtained by the particular faculty they are? What are the trademarks registered? These are information technology. Due to the information technology, IPR developed, and we are also able to file the IPR in the internationally as well as nationwide. We have given a competitive edge to a particular area. And 13.8, you can see the right to information. Let us enough information going to come up with that particular sector, industry as well as organization, even including government sector. Mainly the society to be used as per the United Nations organization, how to access to the information. The mentioned is the right to information as an act developed in particular areas with the member of the countries in the United Nations. In the by the government of India, Information Act since 2005, we introduced. It should be accessed by the society. Public information to be accessed wherever taxpayers' money involved, including the projects too. We come across to many activities come up in the as the RTA Act. Many activists are developed to reach or serve the society with the right of information. Many areas, even barriers are coming up. Barriers are going up. Government GOs are not clearly mentioning as per the interest of the particular administration of the particular government. Even the role of United Nations informing the member countries how the acts on other countries to be developed. Even Indian scenario, you can see since 2005, many books are coming up with the Right to Information Act, discussed, draft bill introduced, as well as the right to information, each and every person, whatever the right, it cannot be sidelined. The government to become approach, allowed to approach whomsoever they want. So, with this information on development taken place as a transparency of the information. This is the unit given as a information development and also information how to be developed the economy, how the socio-economic services are taken place. These things will be discussed in the next class, how the society developed, what are the needs attended. in due course of time, we can see come up with well prepared. Where today some less interaction based on the next within a week, some exams are going on, so that our students are very busy with their competitive examinations. So we wish them all the best. Next class is going to start, I think. If there is any interaction, less time, like within a minute, please kindly access to unmute and say about how your class going to elaborate in the information society. These are book points for the information communication society. With that, we can see how next class. Anything else to interact, ma? Kindly slowly switch on to other class. Is it okay? Information function, we have to be keen about that. What is the information to be developed as a as a professional? We have to sort out all the problems of the society with a less time, wherever applicable. I'm saying maybe the user, maybe the school education, or maybe the higher education, maybe the organization, maybe R&D. Anything else to interact, ma?
No, sir.
Please,
thank you.
Please kindly. Thank you so much. Give the feedback. Give the feedback. Anything else you want to? In advance subject discussion, you can mention me. In the next class or last two classes, you can see that overall units. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, one and all. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Please kindly join another class. I'm switching off. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Hello.